Howdy folks, Sauber here. Quick edit before the video begins. As I predicted, my Leopard 2A4 video took a nice hit thanks to the dev server being the subject, and at the time of the making of this video, almost 4,000 views. 3,835 to be exact. I am so excited. I've already surpassed 100 subscribers. At this moment, I am at 125. Woo-wee. Thank you so much for your support, and I guess you could say this is for celebration. I am going to give my own little dev server overview. But for this purpose, I will be focusing on the top tier ground forces. So yeah, thank you so much for the support. So excited about this. And be sure to tell your friends about this channel. Help us grow. Thank you for watching. Howdy folks, Sauber here. Welcome back to the channel. Since the dev server is still a popular topic for the time being, until 1.79 is released, I decided to take the opportunity to give a brief overview of the top tier ground forces that will be added in 1.79 Project X. Howdy folks, Sauber here. Welcome back to the channel. Since the dev server is still a popular topic for the time being, until 1.79 is released, I decided, but without further ado, we'll go ahead and discuss some of the top tier ground forces that will be added. And I'm doing this mainly because I don't know if there will be another dev server before 1.79 is released, so I decided to take the opportunity to discuss this for 1.79. So let's get started. First tank we're looking at is the XM803, which, just by looking at it, seems to be, I don't know, a slightly downgraded MBT-70. I mean, you got composite armor for most of the turret, but there's a huge gap between the driver, the commander and the gunner, with no composite. It's just solid. So while the effective thickness would be essentially the same. Or no, it wouldn't. I'm sorry, I was reading that wrong. I was reading kinetic thinking, or chemical thinking it was kinetic. So you look at it, 286 effective thickness, that's for both chemical and kinetic. Of course, at this tier, it's not going to matter all that much, but I honestly think the MBT-70 would be better. I mean, the XM803 kind of looks a little similar to the XM1, just by looking at it from behind, if you ignore the extra optics and the roof machine gun, of course, but I don't know. It just seems like it's just an extra MBT, well, not MBT clone, but you just took an MBT-70 and just gave it different equipment. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, it would be nice to have more of these vehicles in game, the top tiered prototypes. I'm a fan of prototypes, but this one, I don't know. I mean, thank Gaijin, this is in a research tab, meaning that you don't have to buy this vehicle if you don't want to. You just need to get the MBT-70 before it in order to get the M1 Abrams. But me personally, red light! I'm not really interested in this vehicle. I mean, I'll get it, because assuming they don't add... Sorry, with the camera shake. I was freaking out when I first saw this. I was like, it's not that much different. Assuming they don't add the M1A1 or M1E1 this will most likely be the vehicle I'll be researching. Not the MBT, I'm sorry. The KP's. There I go again. The XM803, because I almost have the M60A2, and I especially wouldn't be using that since it's not as good as it used to be. But that's okay. If I am excited for the XM803, I'm sure it'll add some diversity, but I'm personally just not all that interested in it. But now let's move on to the XM1, the GM model. Now, I cannot preview the Chrysler model, which, to be honest, looks as closest as possible to the production Abrams, but, you know, Xbox exclusive. Don't worry, I'm not going to get into that. I've already done that at least twice in my previous videos. At least I think I've done it twice. Yeah, I've done it twice. But let's look at the armor. The hull is actually decent. Not the best, but it's decent. 265 versus and 300. And for the turret, oh, it has blowout panels too. Sweet. But it does have all that extra ammo in there for some reason in the hull. Turret is strong actually for chemical, but not too much for kinetic. It's roughly, well, it's only slightly better than the hull, but why couldn't they put the NERA in the hull? Kind of makes you wonder what the Chrysler model looked like, X-ray wise and armor value wise. We'll just have to wait and see if, I don't know, it may be Fly. I don't even know if he has an Xbox. Maybe War Thunder will give him like a press account for the Xbox, because now I could be wrong about this, but I heard this from a good friend of mine, and he says that it's most likely that, oh man, am I reading that right? 260 millimeters at 10 meters? Whoa, 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 whoa. That used to be 303. What? That can't be a nerf. No, that has to be a... Something's not right here. I'm sorry, but that really caught me off guard. Like, what is this? Hang on. Okay, it gets the fin stabilized discarding Sabo from the M1 as default. Well, not as default, but what is default on the M1. Yeah, 260. Something's fishy. But let's test drive it real quick. It does remind me, I mean, it looks nice. And when I said remind, I was going to say it reminds me, wait. Hang on. What? What? Oh, what? Oh, what? The 50 cal has the 30 cal sound, and the 30 cal has the 50 cal sound. Lol. I mean, at least you can pen the IT1 or T62 or T55's upper front plate. That's good, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I'm sorry, that's hilarious with the 50 cal on the 30 cal noise. That'd be kind of fun if you could mix and match the gun noises for the fun of it. At least for custom. I mean, I know you can get mods for them, but it's kind of a stand out on the edge type of thing. I mean, sure, you won't get banned for using sound mods, but essentially it can be dangerous because you could download a malicious pack that could damage your system or similar. But that's a topic for another video. Now let's, oh, T62 M1. I'll get back to the Xbox part in a moment. What is this thing? Wait, where are the side skirts? You know, those fish fins. Oh! Wait, either that's a bug or that's a modification. I'm kind of, I don't know. But that looks, this thing looks like a Frankenstein tank. Oh man, that looks, oh yeah, T64B rubber skirts. Oh, 324.50. That's kind of like T64. Oh, I see what they did. That was actually smart because they couldn't just simply take the old T62s apart and rebuild them. So they put composite armor over the upper front plate to make it stronger. And then they did the same with the turret, I guess? That's really genius. I have to give them credit. I'm impressed. That's really cool. Just do what you can with an old workhorse from 1960. 370, 410, 500, ATGMs. Russian tanks can do anything. Wait a second. Yeah, side skirts. That is a modification. Well, it's not going to do a whole bunch, in my personal experience, but some people don't like the fish fins, but I think they're kind of cool. It makes the tank look kind of funny. Alrighty. Yeah, this actually looks really cool. The T-64B. We'll look at that a little later. And you probably noticed by now, you have 25K GE? How? Well, long story short, this is actually the account details that I had for the 1.71 dev server, I believe. Or not 1.71, 1.73. It was when they had a huge sale. And I had some GE saved. And yeah. But okay, the Chieftain Marksman. Sorry, I've been neglecting you, fat man. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm glad this vehicle's getting added because now the British have an effective AA, but the radar... I'll discuss that in another video. But in short, the radar... Yeah. I'll save that for another time. But the Chieftain Marksman... Less ammo, it's taller, but at least it'll have good protection for the hull. Not real good, but it's decent. The Type 90, we already highlighted a little bit on it in the Leopard 2A4 video, but I'll mention it anyway. So, it's roughly similar in protection to the Leopard 2A4, minus that double armor that I saw on the A4. Has the autoloader, 3 crew. Ammo in the hull, and I guess those are blowout panels? Yeah, those are blowout panels. 5-second reload and DM33 shot. The interesting thing is about the DM33 shot is that someone mentioned in the comments, let's see, Zandriarch, he said, and I quote, "People are saying that the ammo loadout for the Leopard 2A4 was copied from the Leopard 2K and pasted into its loadout so they could get the dev server up. They rushed it, pretty much, is what they are saying. So apparently, the Leopard 2A4 will have the DM33 of the Type 90 also. So that'll be interesting. To deviate a little bit, hooray for the French! This thing looks cool. The AMX 40, 120mm gun. Oh yeah, and it has composite and the 20mm. Yes. Woohoo, that'll be fun. I might actually, in the long run, research this instead of the AMX 30s. I mean, I'll probably have to get the first AMX 30, but this... Oh yeah. Woo, that looks like a lot of fun. Not the best protection, but it has a decent gun, but I'm not going to talk too much about the ammo, because some are saying it's not correct or whatever, so I won't delve into that. So, here's the Leopard 2A4, you remember from my last video, so I won't highlight on it too much, except for what I forgot to finish about the ammo. It's like I said, features on the dev server are subject to change, and might not even be added. Or features might get added later, either on another dev server or online. We just don't know. And like I mentioned in my previous video, I believe, I forgot when this was, but Fly made a video about the 109E7. He had the 109E7, but not the E4, which bear in mind they were both released in the same patch. So for various reasons, there might be more to come. Like, for example, could the DM33 shell be added for historical reasons because that was the type of shell that was available at the time? Or could it be because we might receive stronger vehicles? We don't know. Or I don't know. That is a very good question. We'll just have to wait and see about that. I kinda think that should be like my new catchphrase. We'll have to wait and see. Because I've noticed I've started to say that a lot. But let's go back to a little bit about the Xbox. Because I forgot I put that off so I could focus on the other vehicles. I don't know if Fly has an Xbox. I know he has a PS4, but assuming he does have an Xbox, maybe, just maybe, War Thunder could give him a press account for the Xbox, because I don't think you can integrate PC accounts with Xbox, let alone PC and PS4 accounts. Because I know you can play a PS4 account on a PC, but you can't buy anything from the PC store. For reasons I don't know why, and I don't want to talk too in-depth about, because that's like another topic for its own video. But in other words, the press account, so he can show us the XM1 Chrysler. But now, let's take a look at the T64 Bravo Vladimir? I don't know. I don't... Because BV... and this is taken from the War Thunder dev blog for the T64 BV. I'll read it right here. It says, fun fact, in the War Thunder... Wait, sorry, I have to do my accent. Fun fact. In the War Thunder team, there is a joke that the BV index in this thing's designation are the initials of our lead game designer, Pulanikov, Vyacheslav. And of course, this thing will be impossible to destroy. You gotta love the sense of humor of the development team. Well, anyway, with T64 BV, it has Contact 1 ERA, not Contact 5 like I originally thought. So having said that, its effective thickness for the ERA will only be 30 millimeters for kinetic and 375 for chemical. So it'll be interesting to see how that'll improve the T64 overall. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. It was a little shorter than the others, but hopefully there will be a second dev server so I can have a more detailed overview for not only the planes, but also the new cannon and gun sounds. Hooray! Cool new toys to new sounds to hear. I always love it when they add new sounds, because it makes the game more immersive. And no, I'm just kidding. It's not hush hush. Kind of makes you wonder if the sound in particular was done for the Xbox release. Well, whatever reason, I don't care. I'm glad there's new sounds. But anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Thank you for all your support. And until next time, peace out. Oh, and don't worry, the STRV video will be released right after this, so stay tuned.